Have you noticed that most AI tools work well until you close the tab? You ask for something, it responds, and everything stops there. Well, now there are more advanced solutions like OpenCloud, which are extremely powerful, almost like a command center for specialists. But they require setup, tweaking, and a certain level of technical know-how to unlock their full potential. And what if, instead of a complex tool, you had a ready-to-use assistant, an AI that keeps working for you while you sleep, that monitors trends, creates reports, performs tasks, and even notifies you on WhatsApp or Telegram when everything is done? And look, I recently discovered an amazing tool. Even if you don't know how or don't want to deal with setting up OpenCloud, you can simply use this solution and turn it into your 24/7 AI assistant. So today I'm going to show you SkyBot, the fully cloud-based artificial intelligence assistant from Skywork. While OpenCloud looks like a powerful machine for those who want to build everything from scratch, SkyBot comes ready to use, always active, with no installation, no plugins, and no complicated setup. In other words, this directly saves you an entire afternoon of setup. The difference here isn't just answering questions, it's working 24 hours a day even when you're offline. Deal? So let's see how all of this works. SkyBot is a digital assistant that stays active all the time in the cloud, performing tasks for you. If some tools seem complex and aimed at specialists, SkyBot was designed to be a ready-to-use assistant. No need to install plugins, set up environments, or mess with the API. And this completely changes the way we use AI in our daily lives. Another interesting point is that you don't have to be stuck with yet another open dashboard. SkyBot can send you updates via WhatsApp, Telegram, or Discord. In other words, you can literally ask for something now and get the result tomorrow morning on Telegram while you have your coffee. It's an integrated AI where you just need to have a conversation. So, before I show you some specific tasks, I'm going to customize my SkyBot first. You can set up the avatar, making it look like a character you like, or even as a virtual pet. You can also give instructions so that it talks to you in the tone and style of a certain character. It's your choice. Now, an important part. This tool isn't impressive when you just explain it. It's impressive when you see everything working completely automatically. Let's imagine the following scenario. I want my SkyBot to monitor trends on X related to artificial intelligence and send me a daily summary at 8 a.m. on Telegram. I can give a command like monitor X trends related to artificial intelligence every day. Identify the most talked about topics, summarize the main insights, and send me a report at 8 a.m. on Telegram. And the coolest thing is that if, in the middle of the task, I realize I want to focus only on AI model launches, I can interrupt and say the following. Filter only topics related to new models launched in the last 24 hours. That's it. So what will happen? It will adjust in real time. And the next day I'll get the summary directly on Telegram. And the best part is, I won't have to open anything at all. Everything happens automatically. It monitors and then sends me the report. Now, this other part here is also very powerful. You can set up tasks like monitoring airline ticket prices for a specific destination, keeping track of news in a certain sector, tracking product promotions, or even watching competitors' moves. All of this is done completely automatically. So what will happen? It will execute this command continuously. So you'll wake up with the report ready the next day on Telegram or WhatsApp. So let's suppose now I want the following. Look at what I wrote. Besides this task, monitor the price of airline tickets for the next 5 minutes and send me a report after that period. The tickets should be round trip for one person from São Paulo to Berlin between June 26th and July 5th. Once that's done, I'll send my command. So notice that everything happens in real time. I talk to my SkyBot via Telegram. All this interaction is done using my cell phone. So even if I'm not at home, I can ask my SkyBot for anything. It will understand what I want. It will monitor. It will search. It will create. In short, it will perform all those tasks that I'm asking for. And in the end, it will send me a message via Telegram or WhatsApp saying that it's already finished, so we can continue with this interaction if necessary. So you can see that here it already starts browsing. It will compare prices and check the dates. If it finds an opportunity, then I will receive an alert. So this is cool because I don't need to keep doing this task in real time. It does all the work for me and then gives me the result. So did you notice how SkyBot ends up being a much more user-friendly alternative than OpenCloud? Because here, I don't need to install absolutely anything. I don't need to configure an API. I don't need to leave my computer on because everything runs directly from the cloud. So this configuration is done automatically. So if you're not a specialist, if you don't know how to work with APIs, configure things through the terminal, or things like that, SkyBot is the best solution. Now, it's also worth showing one of the strongest points of this platform. In addition to doing structured research, we have Skywork, which can generate complete in-depth research reports already organized with sources, analysis, and conclusions. And it doesn't stop there. It can also automatically turn these research reports into PowerPoint presentations ready to be used in meetings, study sessions, or professional presentations. In other words, instead of spending hours researching, organizing information, and creating slides manually, Skywork itself does this entire process for you. Another important detail is that the Plus version of Skywork can automatically connect to more than 430 professional databases, including academic platforms like Google Scholar. This helps ensure something essential when we're talking about research, quality and accuracy in the sources of information. Cool, right? The big question today isn't whether AI answers well, it's whether it works for you while you're not looking. SkyBot fits exactly into this space, a 24/7 assistant running in the cloud, visible, controllable, and integrated into your daily life. SkyBot can now be tested for free and doesn't require any complicated setup. Now the Plus version lets you use all the features without limits. So, it's the first agent-type tool I've seen around here that doesn't use a credit system. In other words, it's much more cost-effective. If you want to try it out, the link is in the description and in the first pinned comment. Alright, I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.